Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 8th of July. Communication is something that we often think is about us speaking, but of course communication is just as much about us hearing. And the new moon, which starts off this week, is certainly one which is going to be very important over the next month, especially in the first half of this week, because it combines with the planet of communication, Mercury, but unfortunately it is twisting backwards. So something in your everyday world, it could be a text message with a neighbour or a sister, or it may be just an everyday conversation, could go slightly awry this week if you're not really careful, despite the fact that there is this wonderful new moon in your sector of communication. So in other words, you can't take anything for granted. But the good news is that with Saturn now going forwards, your links with other people can seem to be just that little bit less stressful. This is also a week when there is an awesome link between three planets: Jupiter in your sector of communication, Neptune in the part of your scope that's to do with friendship, and Saturn in the area that's to do with relationships. Well, these three planets are cooperating beautifully. The suggestion here is that you could find yourself being really inspired by what you hear from someone else, which really underlines the importance of listening as much as speaking. And the new moon is very much about harmonizing our feelings with our thoughts and then our expression. How often do many of us say, "I'm fine," when someone asks us how we are? We might actually not be fine at all. There may be various reasons why we don't want to open up, but we don't always say it as it is. And this new moon is asking you to be a little bit more authentic about the way you come across. Have a little bit more confidence that other people are going to be interested in absorbing what you say. Now, this can also be a great time to learn new skills. Obviously, we're living in a fast-changing world, and anything to do with digital work is an area which is certainly growing. So if you can improve in your skill set in this area, it's definitely going to help you. If you're quite savvy in this area, is it really obvious what you've learned to the people that you're encountering? So maybe you can think about sharpening up your curriculum vitae so that when you do have an opportunity of reaching out for work, you're representing yourself in the most skillful way possible. Now, with your ruler Venus also forging a funky link with Uranus, don't be surprised if there continues to be surprises around the family or possessions that are linked to the past. Maybe someone had more of a racy background than you thought. Maybe they're more of an amusing character. So keep an open mind when you talk to anyone who's a little bit older. They may have quite a strong and vibrant side to their nature that you hadn't appreciated before. But by the end of this week, as Mars hustles and bustles its way into this sector of communication too, it starts a 6-week period which is going to sharpen up your elbows when it comes to trying to get your voice heard. The trick this month particularly is making sure that this doesn't come at the cost of being overly assertive and so dogmatic that other people are really put off by it. But if you can just come across in a confident but well-balanced way, Mars in this area can be really good. And it can also get you more active if you are wanting to get fitter. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.